Good morning everyone. We'll continue today about the calculation of new profit loss sharing ratio. And sacrificing ratio. Yesterday I showed you with the help of one example how we can calculate the new profit sharing ratio. Today we will move on the exercise regarding this calculation of only new profit sharing ratio and sacrificing ratio, and we'll try to calculate the different sums available regarding this. Afterwards we'll move on the calculation about goodwill or recording the goodwill in the books of account at the time of admission. So for that purpose, see in the textbook on page number 204 in exercise question 3, textbook page number 204, exercise number 5, question number 3, calculate new profit loss sharing ratio and sacrificing ratio. Common question is given. There are 1 to 15 questions available for this. We will move on the first question just now. The first question is, A and B are the partners sharing profit loss in the ratio of 3:2. They admitted C as a new partner for 1/4 share in profit. So A and B are the old partners and their old ratio is 3:2. They admitted C and his share in the profit is how much? 1/4. According to these two information, we'll calculate the new profit loss sharing ratio of the partners A, B and C. Okay, and also the sacrificing ratio. So we'll calculate it. See, first of all, for that purpose, write down the given information. It is question number 3 under this first question. So first, it is old ratio is available of partner A and B, which is available 3:2. Then C admitted with 1/4 share. This is how we have to mention the information so that we can able to find the new ratio easily with the help of the given information. Okay, now according to this we'll calculate the new ratio. So when these two informations are available, we have to show the calculation with the help of that assumption of total share. So we can write over here, see, suppose total share of new firm is ₹1. Total share of the new firm is how much? ₹1. Now it is new firm's share. So out of that, new share of the partner C is available. So that we have to deduct. So from this minus C's share, which is how much? So what is the total share available? 1, out of which his share is 1/4, which is equals to 1/4 only. That we have to deduct now. So according to this, we will get remaining share. What will get? Remaining share of which partners? Partners A and B. And how much it is? So 1 minus 1/4. I will show you over here this calculation. Okay. Yesterday I showed you that also. Again I will show you 1 minus 1/4. For this purpose we have to take LCM 4 because over here in the denominator only 1 is there. So 4 will be LCM. The first share will multiply by 4. Second will multiply by 1. 4 ones are 4 minus 1 ones are 1. 4 minus 1, it is 3/4. This is how the deduction of 1 minus 1/4 we can find out. So remaining share is 3/4. Now we'll calculate new share. So we have a formula. New share is equals to remaining share into old share. So new share of all the partners you have to find out, starting with the first partner. So first partner A. A's new share is equals to remaining share we got 3/4 into old share of A. Out of the old ratio available 3/5. So it is 9/20 multiplication. Similarly, B is new share. remaining share is same 3 by 4 only, into old share of B is in the old ratio 2 by 5. So 3 into 2, 6 upon 20. And important thing, partner C new share is available. What is the new share of partner C is available? 1 by 4. But important thing, to write the proportion we need to keep the denominator same. So to bring the denominator 20 over here, we have to multiply it with 5. So we are going to multiply the share of partner C with 5 by 5. It means what? It is said that we have multiplied it with 1. 5 by 5 means it is 1. So that the share of partner C will not change. So 1 upon 4 into 5 by 5, that is 5 upon 20. Therefore, we can write new profit loss sharing ratio is equals to 9:6:5. So this is your new profit sharing ratio of the partners A, B and C. Now important thing, see, you can confirm your answer. The total of this proportion or share must be equals to how much? 1. Why? Because we have made 3 parts of the total share 1, in which partner C's share is 1 by 4, which you can see 5 4s are 20, 1 upon 4, and add up these values. Denominators are same, so numerator can be added. So 9 upon 20 plus 6 upon 20 plus 5 by 20, 9 plus 6 15 plus 5 20 by 20, you can say it is 1. So that is what we have confirmed, that we have made the 3 parts of total share 1. This is how first new profit sharing ratio can be calculated. Now we'll calculate the sacrificing ratio. So we know sacrificing ratio formula. Sacrificing ratio is equals to old share minus new share. This is your formula, sacrificing ratio formula. Now according to this, we have to find out sacrificing ratio of only these 2 old partners. New partner is actually gaining partner, so his sacrificing ratio cannot be calculated. He is a gaining partner. So who are only sacrificing? Old partners. Due to the admission of new partner, these 2 partners are going to sacrifice their some share in favor of partner C. So sacrificing ratio of only these 2 partner, old partners, can be calculated. So I can write first of all, A's sacrificing ratio is equals to his old share in the old proportion available is 3 by 5 minus his new share in the new proportion, it is 9 upon 20. So you can take over here 20 LCM. So for that purpose, this first share will multiply by 4 and the second share will multiply by 1. So 4 3s are 12 minus 9 1s are 9. 12 minus 9, which is 3 by 20. That is first partner's sacrificing share. Okay. Now second partner B. B is sacrificing share. So his old share in the old proportion 2 by 5 minus his new share in the new proportion 6 upon 20. Again you can take 20 LCM. So first share will multiply by 4, second will multiply by 1. So 4 2s are 8 minus 6 1s are 6. 8 minus 6, 2 by 20. And according to this you can write, therefore sacrificing ratio of A and B is equals to 3:2. How much it is equals to? 3:2. This is his sacrificing ratio. Okay. So now the important thing is, there is one new point. According to this calculation we got, what is this? The sacrificing ratio 3:2 and the old ratio is also 3:2. So whenever only these 2 informations are available in your sum, which 2 information? Old ratio and new partner share. If only these 2 informations are available, then in that case the old ratio will become the sacrificing ratio also. Every time you will confirm the answer, and you can confirm it. You can find out that yesterday which I showed you, in that sum also you can confirm, but you have not wrote that sum, so it is okay. Today we have confirmed it. In other sums also we'll try to confirm that. When these 2 informations are available, in that case old ratio and sacrificing ratio are always equal. So you have to write this calculation. I hope that you wrote it with me. If it is not wrote, then you write it down one by one according to this calculation I have shown. Don't write this calculation which is shown over there. If you want to write, you can show, but write down these two, then this assumption, then this much part, calculation of remaining share. This is also only for your knowledge. I showed you that you can confirm your answer. Okay, and then new profit sharing ratio and sacrificing. This calculation you know. Only for our confirmation I have showed you, and that is the part of our answer. That is why I have calculated. Okay. Similarly, now we'll move on the second question. So see in your textbook now. Second question available in your textbook. This one. It is given A and B are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 4/5 and 2/10. They admitted C as a new partner for 20% profit of the firm. So again, A and B are the partners of the old firm. Their profit share is available, not the proportion. Profit share 4/5 and 2/10. So according to this, we have to write the proportion, but 4:2 is not the correct proportion, because for that purpose we have to keep the denominator equal, and accordingly we'll write the proportion. And they admitted C as a new partner for 20% profit of the firm. So 20% profit means his share in profit is 20%. That is called 20/100, or accordingly you can write 1/5 also. That I will show you. Okay, so first of all we'll write the information provided to us, and then we'll try to calculate the new ratio. So question number 2 in the third question. First of all, old ratio of partners AB, which is given as 4/5 and 2/10. So now what is important thing? To make the denominator equal, this first partner share we have to multiply and we have to divide it by 2/2. So it may be called as 8/10 is to 2/10, and that is equals to 8:2, or still you can take 2 common. You can divide both this term by 2, so it will be 4:1. This is their old ratio. Okay, and C admitted with how much share? 20% share. 20% share means his share will be 20/100, and accordingly 0 0 is cancelled and 2 5s are 10, so it is 1/5 share, you can say 20%, or you can write how much share? 1/5 share. Okay, so that is his share in the new firm after admission. Now again these two informations are available. So again with the assumption in the last sum we have seen, we'll start our calculation and we'll try to calculate our new ratio. Okay, so first of all we'll write, suppose total share of new firm is equals to ₹1. How much the total share is? ₹1. From this share, because it is the new firm share, we can deduct the share of the new partner. So minus C's share, which is how much? You can write directly now, 1/5 of ₹1. 1/5 of 1 means it is 1/5. Now these two value deduction, 1 minus 1/5. See, denominator 5 we have to deduct from 1. 5 minus 1, how much you will get? 4 upon denominator same 5. If it is 1 minus 1/6, then 6 minus 1 how much? 5/6. If it is 1/2/3, then 3 minus 2 how much? 1/3. If it is 1/2/5, then 5 minus 2, it is 3/5. Like this you can calculate your deduction remaining share of two partners A and B. Right, now with the help of this remaining share and old share we can find out new share. So we have a formula, new share is equals to old share into remaining share, or you can write remaining share into old share. Both is same, huh? Both you can write, either remaining share into old share or old share into remaining share. We are multiplying only these two share. Okay, both are correct. So first partner A is new share is equals to old share of A, this one 4/5, into new remaining share of A is also 4 by 5, that is remaining share of partners available 4 by 5 only, right? So multiplication we have to write now. So 4 by 5 into 4 by 5, that is 4 into 4 upon 5 into 5. So you can write as 16 by 25, right? Similarly, we'll calculate for the partner B. B's new share is equals to old share of B 1 upon 5 into remaining share is 4 by 5. So it will be 4 upon 25. And partner C also we have to calculate the new share. So new share of partner C is already available. What is his new share? This one. He is a new partner, so his new share is 1/5 only. But in the denominator we require 25. So this share will multiply by 5 upon 5. That is said as we have multiplied it 1. Right, so it will be 5 by 25. So you can say that the share of partner C is not changed. Only for the purpose of writing the proportion we have made the changes, but his original share remain as it is, intact only. 5 by 25 means 5 5 is 25, 1 upon 5 only. Okay, so according to this now we can write, therefore new profit loss sharing ratio of A, B and C is equals to, how much you can write? 16:4:5. Now you can calculate total of these should be 25 upon 25 only. So 16 plus 4, 20 plus 5, 25 by 25 means 1. This is what the first answer we got. Now we have to find out sacrificing ratio. So sacrificing ratio is equals to, what is the formula? Old share minus new share. This is your formula. The first partner sacrificing ratio or share always calculated for only the old partners at the time of admission. So A's sacrificing ratio is equals to, his old share is 4 upon 5 minus his new share is 16 upon 25. So LCM how much we can take according to this? 25. So first share we have to multiply with 5 and second we have to multiply with 1. The 5 4s are 20 minus 16 1s are 16. 20 minus 16, it is 4 upon 25. Then second partner B. B's sacrificing ratio is equals to, old share of B, it is 1 upon 5 minus his new share is 4 by 25. So again according to this we can take how much LCM? 25. So this first share we have to multiply with 5, second we have to multiply with 1. So 5 1s are 5 minus 4 1s are 4. 5 minus 4, 1 upon 25. So again you can write, therefore sacrificing ratio of A and B is equals to how much? 4:1. Again you can see the new sacrificing ratio and the old ratio are what? Equal, 4:1 and 4:1. Got it? So again we have proved that when only these two informations are available, which are that old ratio and the new partner share, then in that case old share and sacrificing share always will be equal. Old ratio and sacrificing ratio always will be what? Equal. That is what you have to keep in mind. Okay, I hope that you are writing with me. So your calculation is over, I think. Similarly, we'll move on the next question now. That is question number 3. See, we'll read the question first. A and B are the partners in a firm. They admitted C for 1/6 share as a new partner. After the admission of C, the new profit loss sharing ratio of A and B will be 2:3. See, what it is given, A and B are the partners in a firm. They admitted C with 1/6 share, right, as a new partner, and after the admission of C, the new profit loss sharing ratio of A and B will be how much? 2:3. So over here old ratio is not available, but which ratio is available? New partner C's share is available and new ratio is available. Now new ratio available means what? They want to distribute the profit in future in this proportion. So the remaining share, whatever we get, will distribute in this proportion among partners A and B. In the previous sums they have not given anything, but it is assumed that they will distribute their profit in future also in this same proportion, which is available as old ratio. Over here they have changed that they want to distribute the new share among the partners in the new proportion 2:3. So it is only the thing what the remaining share whatever we get according to that assumption calculation, we will distribute in this proportion among A and B, and accordingly we'll find out our new ratio. Okay, so we'll write the information first of all. It is question number 3. In the third question we have, okay, we have new ratio of A and B only available. Actually new ratio of 3 partners we should have, that is A, B and C, but it is not there, but we will calculate it. But new ratio of A and B available means they will distribute their share in future in which proportion 2:3 after the admission of C, and they have given C admitted with how much share available? It is 1/6 share. According to this, we'll calculate first of all the remaining share with the same assumption calculation. So we'll write that calculation. Suppose total share of new firm is equals to ₹1. From this we'll deduct new partner C's share, which is 1/6 of ₹1, that will be ₹1/6. Now this deduction, that is known as what? Remaining share of partner A, B, and which will be how much? So 1 minus 1 upon 6 means 6 minus 1. 6 minus 1 is how much? 5 by, denominator will be 6 only, 5/6. Okay, this is your remaining share. Now normally we used to write what? Remaining share we have to distribute in this old proportion which is given in our sum. Now over here your formula for new share is equals to remaining share into new share of that partners which is available. In the previous sums we have seen what? Remaining share into old share, assuming what? The partners distribute their new profit also in the same proportion, old partners. And see, I will show you that also. I will show you that we will confirm what was the old profit sharing ratio in the previous sum of A and B. 4:1. Over here also you can see only these 2 partners share. 4 you can take common, the 4 4s are 16 and 4 1s are 4. Their share is 4:1 only in the new proportion also. Even in the previous sum we will confirm that. See, their share, their proportion old ratio was 3:2, and you can see in the new proportion also, if you will take only A and B share, you can take 3 common. So 3 3s are 9 and 3 2s are 6. So you can see it is 3:2 only. That means what? In the previous sum, as they have not given anything, that we have assumed that they will share their future profit also after the admission of partner C in the same old ratio. So that we have distributed in the old ratio. Over here it is given that their new proportion is available 2:3. That means what? After the admission of C, they will distribute their profit in this proportion. So that is why I have taken over here new share. Okay. So first partner A's new share is equals to his remaining share is 5/6 into his new share is 2/5. Right. Now you can cancel this also, but instead of that we'll try to keep it as it is, so that we can later on find out the exact denominator, and accordingly we can try to find out the smaller values. So I will only multiply the values. 5 2s are 10 and 6 5s are 30. Similarly for partner B's new share is equals to remaining share is 5/6 into the new share of B is 3/5. Over here also we will multiply only 15/30. And last partner C, new partner C, his new share is 1/6 only. Now you can see over here, this you can cancel out. You can bring over here in the denominator 6. I will show you. See now, 5 6 are 30 and 5 2s are 10. So his new share you can write is 2/6. Over here you can deduct again, you can divide this again. So it will be 5 6 are 30 and 5 3 are 15, so it is 3/6, and new partner share is 1/6. We can keep as it is, no need to multiply anything. So now you can find out the new proportion. Therefore new profit loss sharing ratio of A, B and C is equals to 2:3:1. Now you can confirm, you can see the new profit share of partner A and B is 2:3, which is available in your sum. So this is only the thing which is important. We have to keep in mind that how they are distributing their profit in future, that will be provided. So in that case, this remaining share you have to distribute in that proportion. Okay, and the total of this also you can see 2 + 3 5 + 1 6/6, it is 1. Right, now we'll calculate the sacrificing ratio is equals to old share minus new share. The first partner A's sacrificing ratio is equals to old share of A. So old share of partner A is not available, which is not given means you can write over here. I will write, see it is not written, so I will write over here old ratio of A and B not given means we have to take how much? Equal. How much we have to take? Equal. So in that case A's old share is 1/2 minus new share of A is over here available 2/6. So we can take LCM 6. So first share will multiply by 3, second will multiply by 1. So 3 1s are 3 minus 2 1s are 2. 3 minus 2, 1/6. And second partner B's sacrificing ratio is equals to old share of B is also 1/2 minus new share is 3/6. Again you can take LCM 6. So first share will multiply by 3 and second will multiply by 1. So 3 1s are 3 minus 3 1s are 3, that is 0/6, which is equals to 0. So we can write therefore sacrificing share of A is 1/6. Only partner A is sacrificing over here 1/6 share, and you can see new partner share is also 1/6. This one C's share is also 1/6, and that is sacrificed by whom? Partner A. That is how we can calculate the answer. Okay, got it everyone? Hope that you are getting the point what I am trying to explain you. Okay, then the next question we have question number 4. A and B are partners in a firm sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 2:1. They admitted C as a new partner for 1/5 share in profit, and C will acquire 1/10 share from A and B 1/10 share from B. So see, they have given what? Acquired share by partner C. That means what? A and B are going to sacrifice this much share which will gain by partner C, that it is given, and so it is said that this is their sacrificing share. Now what is important thing, you know that we have discussed that the sacrifice share total should be equals to the share of a new partner gaining share. Correct, that we have to confirm, then only it is said that the correct sacrificing or actual sacrificing share are this much. Okay, otherwise we have to calculate actual sacrificing shares also. We will confirm it, we will try to find out. Okay, so first of all I will write the information which is provided. It is question number 4. In the third question, first old ratio is available, so write down below the old ratio of partner A and B, which is given 2:1. Then C admitted, which is how much available share? 1/5 share. And in this sum there is new thing available, sacrificing share of partner A and B. How much it is given? 1/10 and 1/10. Now most important thing, the total of sacrificing share is equals to the gain share of new partner. This is what the basic thing we should know. So total of sacrificing share of A and B, 110 upon 1/10. That should be equals to how much? New partner share. So we will find out that is equals to, denominators are same, so numerator can be added, 2/10, which is equals to how much? 1/5, which is C's share, 1/5. So it is said that this is their actual sacrificing share. Now sacrificing share is available, old share is also available, so we don't have to do the calculation with the assumption to calculate the new ratio, but we can use that sacrificing ratio formula. Which ratio formula? Sacrificing ratio formula. From that we can calculate the new share. I will show you that. See now, sacrificing ratio is equals to, formula is old share minus new share. This is the formula. I want to calculate new share, so what I will do, minus new share I can bring on this side, will become positive, and sacrificing ratio or sacrificing share I can take on the other side, will become negative. So I can write, therefore new share is equals to old share minus sacrificing share, or sacrificing ratio you can write, no problem. So now calculate the new share of partner A. First of all, what is his old share given? 2/3, minus what is his sacrificing share? 1/10. So how much we can take LCM? This multiplication, 30. So first share will multiply by 10, second will multiply by 1. 10 2s are 20 minus, sorry, this will multiply by 3. So 10 2s are 20 minus 3 1s are 3. 20 minus 3, 17/30. Then partner B. B's new share is equals to, old share of B is 1/3 minus sacrificing share of B is 1/10. So again 30 will be LCM. So first share will multiply by 30, second share will multiply by 3. So 10 1s are 10 minus 3 1s are 3, which is 7/30. And also new share we are calculating, means we have to use, or we have to find out the C's new share also. Now what is the C's share available at present? 1/5. So it is 1/5, but in the denominator we require 30. So this will multiply and divide by 6/6. So it will be 6/30. Therefore we can write new profit loss sharing ratio of A, B and C is 17:7:6. So 17 plus 7, 24 plus 6, how much? 30. So 30/30 is 1. And what is that sacrificing ratio? So it is already given, sacrificing ratio of A and B is equals to 1:1. Why? Because their sacrificing share is 1/10 and 1/10. So proportion we can write is 1:1. This is your second answer. This is how we can calculate the new share or new ratio and sacrificing ratio. These are the different questions we have regarding calculation of only new profit sharing ratio and sacrificing ratio with the help of different circumstances available. So tomorrow we will see another questions regarding this new profit sharing ratio and sacrificing ratio calculation. Today we will end up the session over here only. So take care all. Thank you very much. Bye bye.